Hey, boy. Today, we're going to start our new gaming playthrough. After Half-Life Blue Shift, aren't we? And after Dizzy 3.5, but you might have noticed a new icon on my screen. Aliens vs. Predator 2, baby dolls. Quite an old game from the year 2001, but still ultra scary and ultra moody. And as you can see, it has a rather grisly icon picture of a predator face, doesn't it, without his mask on? Or should we say a Yorkshire alien? That is how you pronounce the word Yorkshire, which is the name of their species, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to try turning the game on now, and hopefully my OCD won't plague me, and I'll be able to do it. My first attempt, so let's get started, eh? And as you might have noticed, I'm playing in the dark from my face cam. Yes, it's fitting that we play in the dark, with it being a scary game, isn't it? So yeah, let's get to it. So I think I heard our CD whirring in the drive. And now we have the scary startup music and splash image here, don't we, by which we can start the game. So by all means, let's get started, eh? And isn't it nice, this Predator countdown, this Predator risk computer countdown here. So yes, let's see if we can start the game with my OCD. Here we have a rather formidable looking xenomorph alien on the cover as well, don't we? So let's get started. I think I might need to do it again with my OCD though. So yes, I'll just quickly go through these startup things and then quit the game, and then we can start it again. Takes its time coming up with the startup menu, doesn't it? Okay, let's get started, baby dolls. You know it's quite a grand game when it's got the Fox Interactive logo, don't you? The 21st Century Fox or whatever. And as you can see, it's like everyone wanted to get their corporate name attached to this game, isn't it? With all these different startup animations from the different companies. These companies sure do like to show off with their logos, by the way, don't they? The amount of time and effort they must put into them and all. Anyway, here we are with the title screen. Let's check the options, eh? By the way, that's a nice picture, isn't it, with the planet that we're going to be going to? Seems like it has a moon as well. Somewhere in the far reaches of space, baby dolls. Notice how the eyes, the letter I in these options is kind of like glowing and whatnot, like it does the Aliens logo for the films and whatnot, eh? An intriguing touch indeed, eh? Talk about a foreboding options screen as well, eh? With all the xenomorph eggs. Or should I say face hugger eggs? But yes. Anyway, let's get started and I'll get into the options when we need to. So yes, we're going to be playing the Marine campaign this time. And here we have our heroic-looking protagonist Marine who seems to strangely resemble Arnold Schwarzenegger to a degree, doesn't he? And I do think that descending eyepiece attached to his helmet is kind of scarily cybernetic looking, but I digress, baby dolls. He has a bit of a John Cena look to him as well, I think. Does that mean Arnold Schwarzenegger and John Cena look alike, maybe? And he is the predator or the Yorkshire alien that we will control when we play that campaign. And as you can see, being the show-off he is, he's showing us his helmet laser, by which he sights his prey and his targets before vaporizing them, presumably. And isn't that dreadlock hairstyle? Isn't that dreadlock hairstyle of his highly innovative, eh? And here we have the xenomorph alien. A member of the hostile species of killer aliens we'll be facing, getting hunted by and having to fight a lot of the time that we're on this planet. Quite a grisly hombre, isn't he, with his mouth within a mouth that comes out of his main mouth. Kind of like a snake mouth, kind of like having a snake inside his mouth, almost. Yes, it's very disturbing indeed, baby dolls. And so, yes, let's get started with the Marine campaign this time, eh? First things first, after all, Sonny Jim. And let's hope we can do it without being bothered by my OCD too much. And I'll be doing hardcore difficulty. The hardest difficulty mode. I've never actually played it properly on this difficulty mode before. In the past, I managed to complete the Marine campaign on hard mode and I found it really hard, so I'm dreading to think how hard hardcore mode will be. And I'm actually a bit nervous about playing it on hardcore mode in case I die tons of times and end up looking like a newbie. In fact, there's a possibility I'll find hardcore mode so hard that I might even consider in the end bumping the difficulty down to hard, depending on how hard I find it, since I don't think it's even possible to save the game in mid-level on hardcore mode, so that's going to make it awfully scary when there's xenomorphs running around all over the place, waiting to try and kill me in rather expeditious fashion, eh? But yes, let's get started, and hopefully I'll be able to do it with my OCD, like I say. Well, listen to that whirring sound of this spinning light. Never noticed that before. But then again, I haven't played this game with headphones before, so yeah, let's get started anyway. Year 2231, eh? Approaching orbit around LV-1201. We're in a big ship, aren't we, as well? And that's quite a barren-looking planet, alright?
Hurry up, Frosty. We ain't got all day.
Don't you have work to do?
Everybody's waiting on you. Heck, I even prepped your gear for you. Isn't that nice of me?
Thanks, Duke. I'll remember who's asked to pull out of the fire first when everything goes to hell.
Duke, we have an operation to run here. Quit flirting and get back to work.
Commander on the deck?
Gather round and listen up. 6 weeks ago, the Weyland Yutani Corporation lost contact with a research facility on LV-1201. We're here to find out why. Duke, what are we looking at?
A suicide mission. Hell, we're still short 8 soldiers and our synthetic after that last drop. Half our equipment's out of commission.
There's time pressure involved, and we won the distance lottery. Skip the commentary and tell us what we're dealing with.
The basic layout is 2 heavily fortified installations, primary operations complex and forward observation pods. The sites are connected by a secure tunnel network.
Johnson, flight plan.
Not much to work with, sir.
I vote for an airstrike, sir.
Negative. The higher-ups want the site intact, survivors or not. We're cleared for light and medium munitions, but no heavy stuff. That means no airstrikes and no Alice. Sorry, Harrison.
We're supposed to evac survivors?
Our orders are to put out fires, then dig in and wait for the 6th.
Assuming we last that long.
Beta section will remain here until the ground position is secure.
All right, boys, let's roll.
Anyone ever thought that the commander looks like Al Bundy?
Hold on, boys. Where's the tank facility? We should be right on top of it. What the? Hang on.
Oh, that roster hurts. I love that whining sound of the ship landing.
Johnson, where the hell did you learn to fly?
Flight school. The same place that taught me not to fly blind in hurricane winds.
What'll it take to get airborne?
A landing beacon and wind shear data for a start. Plus the ship's a little beat up. Stabilizer's jammed. I can fix it, but it'll take me an hour or so. The antenna's fried, though.
So much for calling down reinforcements.
Once we control the complex, we'll control an entire subspace array. Hall, red team, get the power online. White team, locate security control. Blackwell, you take Shugi and Harrison and make for the landing bay. We need that wind shear radar up and the landing site clear and powered. Once you've done that, activate the beacon.
You heard the man. Move it.
Yes, sir. Okay, so here we are outside the facility, and I find, naturally, I find the default mouse sensitivity way too sensitive for me to play properly, so I'm just gonna see if we can change our mouse sensitivity. And as you can see, it's below half. It's below halfway to maximum. So, obviously I'm going to need it really low down, aren't I? So let's just see, that's the default we have it on. Well, we'll be able to restore defaults anyway, won't we, if I ever want to get it back to the default. But yes, let's count anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'll have it the same level as mouse moving, and we'll see if this is more suitable for what I require. Oh yes, and another thing I haven't done is I haven't mapped the sprint key. I haven't mapped the button to sprint, have I? So yes, let's do that. And let's get to it now, eh? Is this good enough?
Harrison, run a bypass.
Let's see. No, I think this might still be too sensitive. I'll lower it more. See how that is. I just need to go back with my OCD. Okay, let's try this. Yes, I'd say this is about right. Oh, and don't worry about a constant beeping from our movement sensor detection thing
Harrison,
in the
I gave you an order.
patience. And in a way, aren't I highly ranked, being... Well, I guess I am dispensable, being the point man, being sent in first, but, yes. Don't worry, folks. This movement detector in the bottom left here is probably just picking up this swinging hook, or maybe those flying, bird-like creatures up above, eh? Yeah, so let's first just explore the place. After all, I do love to explore thoroughly, don't I? And we do have a lamp attached to us as well, to our armor, so that we can attach to our helmets, rather, so we can see into all those dark, mysterious nooks and crannies. Bet my team wonder what I'm doing wandering around like this, don't they? And yes, it'd seem we can't get up here, though it's an invisible wall. Oh, for a minute I thought I was stuck in the wall, but no. Back in these days, they actually play-tested games, didn't they? So I'm maybe not going to get stuck in any walls in this particular game. So yes, we have what seems like a broken down old truck here, don't we? There is invisible walls around some of these things, though it seems, since I can't get close to them. But it's no big deal. I wonder what's in these. Probably a good, probably not a good idea to break them open, is it? But you know me, baby dolls. I do like to be thorough, don't I? And you know me, I'm gonna destroy them all as well. Even though we're supposed to handle them with caution. Good thing there's nothing actually dangerous in them, isn't it? Listen to those howling winds as well. That's rather foreboding too, isn't it? Seems like these ones are indestructible though, doesn't it? These boxes here. Isn't it eerie and nerve-wracking how the sound of our movement detector gets faster and more urgent as we get closer to wherever it is that's moving around, eh, Sonny Jim? Anyway, now that I'm on top of this truck here, we can look around. That's this building we're going into, this facility here. You know something, baby dolls? The first time I ever played this game, when I was like 18 or 19, I was so scared that I didn't actually have the guts.
One of my men is disobeying a direct order. Request permission to abort.
Oh, I didn't know he did this. Makes me wonder if I'll get a game over if I don't actually do what I need to do. Wasn't expecting this kind of thing.
Get to work, soldier.
Yes, sir. Seems like this soldier looks like George Michael on steroids, pretty much, by the way. I wonder what this soldier looks like. has a bit of a familiar face, but I can't put my finger on who he looks like right now.
We'll secure this area.
Yes, you do that, baby doll soldier. And yes, the first time I ever played this game when I was like 18 or 19, and I couldn't figure out how to get in here. In the end, as the fear started building up inside me, I decided I didn't want to actually go in here for fear of what I might find in this dark and scary place, and so I quit and didn't play this campaign again for like 10 or so years, I don't think. And I accidentally threw a flare at it. Anyway, here we'll use our hacking device here to open the door like so. Since it's locked, I do so believe.
Harrison, scout ahead. We'll cover you.
Yes, sir, Sergeant Michael. 'Cause we all know you're really George Michael, don't we? And even though your famous song talks about going outside, I'm about to go inside, aren't I? So I'll catch you on the flip side. When you're done dazzling me with your shoulder light. Goodbye. Try not to miss me too much. I can't get out. I'm trapped in here. Oh no, and I'm on my own too. Can I climb up here, I wonder? It'd seem not. Kind of strange how seems impossible how all these rocks could have been up there, doesn't it? In that tiny upper crawl space to fall and completely block this doorway here, but I'm not gonna question gaming logic, baby dolls. After playing Half-Life for so much, I'm naturally going to check breakable containers for supplies and whatnot. I like the shape of these corridors, by the way, very space-agey, yay. What's that dripping from the ceiling, by the way? Just seems like it's just rainwater, hopefully, not acidic alien xenomorph blood. And so, can we get into any of these doors, I wonder? This one's locked. So let's try this one, eh? Aren't I brave playing this in the dark, by the way, eh, baby dolls? Yes, so let's open this door. Ooh! Was there a predator that I saw moving to the left? Are you okay, Sonny Jim? Don't think his body's moving at all. Can we destroy the bodies, I wonder? It seems not. I'm not hurting myself doing this, by the way, am I? Okay, let's gingerly and reluctantly press on. Can I shut this door behind me, by the way? Wow, that's a nice touch. Look how slow the crawling speed is.
Oh God! No!
Someone's having a bad day in there, it'd seem. Can I head out here, baby? Go the opposite way from the screaming. I like that sound, by the way, that this door lock thing makes to indicate that it won't let me in. That little foreboding, ominous beep that it makes. Oh, was that me? I got hurt by the steam, didn't I? Oh, it takes health like no tomorrow, that's steam. Okay, let's head into the only place we can go. Ooh. Sounds like he finally managed to clear his bowel.
Report. There was an explosion. I think we lost Harrison. Negative. I'm still getting normal life signs. Maybe his transmitter got knocked out. Sir, there's no way we're getting through this rubble. Understood. Fall back to the LZ. Harrison, if you can hear me, head for the POC and get the power online or we're in big trouble.
Yes, I'll gladly do that. I just want to get out of this place after all. Mouth is still a bit sensitive, by the way. This place is like a butcher's shop, pretty much. And by the way, oh look, we've got some law here. Dilla. The logbook's code was AX72BY. Before the wait. I'll face this way while I read it so that nothing can surprise us. The logbook's code was AX72BY. Before the POC was overrun, thank Blaney for the codes, BG. Then get the guns and get back here. We've made it this far, so whatever's tripping the sensors isn't all powerful. Just another set of walls, man. We're nearly out, a few more days and it's rescue time, got it? Xavier. So yes, that's a good reason for them all to stay positive, even though I guess things didn't work out too well in the end. And by the way, I hadn't realised until lately that it's actually possible to destroy these bodies, these hanging bodies. So at least we can get rid of these rather disturbing shows of predatorial butchery. So, let's be thankful for small favours, eh, baby dolls? Wonder if the chairs are breakable even. Wow. Talk about a destructible environment, eh? How about these screens? No, but it seems that they do spark quite a bit. And these are breakable. I hope it isn't hurting me, having those. Whoa, what's happened to the light? Was the station generating light or something? And you know me, after destroying that one chair, I'm not going to leave this other one. No one's going to be having any seating here in this scary place after all. Oh, wonder if I can knock out this light. It feels bad wasting that much ammo though. Any more lore on the floor that I can find? I'm a poet and I know it after all, baby dolls, and there is lore on the floor that we just read after all, isn't it, Sonny Jim? Onto our chair-destroying shenanigans here. How did a light? Oh, it was me torch that went out, I think, wasn't it? Rather than me knocking out a actual source of light. And we can't use these consoles at all. Can we break this monitor? Oh, we can. Feel kind of guilty about doing it, but it wasn't doing much good after all, was it? Being all kind of can we see up there? You know, being all kind of staticky and whatnot. And that's a boot, isn't it? Can this be destroyed, I wonder? So presumably, is that the victim? No, it's just debris. So presumably the victim the predator killed was up there, maybe. And we know it's a predator because we heard the clicking sound that they like to make. It's a great sound, that. I find it fascinating. Let's head on down then. Fortunately, that landing didn't actually hurt us in any way, shape or form. Anything under this truck, by the way? Seem not, and it seems like it's in a bad state of repair also. Obviously, we won't be able to use it to drive out of this scary place, will we? That's unfortunate, but what can you do, eh, baby dolls? So, I haven't noticed this indentation in the wall before, this alcove here. Is there an alcove over here as well? I'm doing duck jumps when I jump, by the way. I wonder if that's actually a thing in this game, or if no one did it other than Half-Life. Oh, this is the way we have to go. There was people over there, but they've been blown up by some kind of a mysterious assailant, it'd appear. A predator, by the way. So can we go this way, I wonder? No, it's locked. A big impenetrable door when it's locked is obviously going to be unpassable, isn't it? So now here we are in the great outdoors again. Is it thundering here? Just what we need to make the place even scarier, eh? Amazing how they managed to build this place inside a big rocky mountainous structure, by the way, isn't it? Is this like a big spider's web on the floor or something? And can we kind of slash it up or whatever? No, I guess not. Okay, let's explore a bit. These are rather strange looking trees, aren't they, being all twisted and crooked like this? Proof that we're on an alien world, baby dolls. Those trees moving in the breeze gave me a bit of a feeling of apprehension then. Was there a sound? Something alive that I heard just then? And you know something, with how I can't save in the middle of levels, with how we're playing on hardcore mode, I wonder if I could still save in the middle of levels and then play up to the point where I was at and then start recording in future videos for this game. It's food for thought anyway, isn't it? So we can't quite see down into this gorge, can we, with the sloping ledge that we're on, because I wouldn't want to descend further in case I end up falling to my death down there, slipping down this slidey part of the cliff and all. For a minute I thought that was a figure behind me, that tree. Shocked me a bit. That tree shocked me again, swaying its branches in my peripheral view just then. How dare you? So it would seem that's maybe where we have to get to, that building, eh? The POC we've been hearing about in our mission briefings and whatnot. But what's that green flame over there, by the way? And can we use this vehicle in any way either? Doesn't seem like it, and there's nothing underneath it. Again, listen to those ominous howling winds as well. Hey, is there any supplies in these I can make use out of, maybe? These Weyland Yutani boxes. Not sure, but there is something we can read here. Some lore on the floor, baby dolls. I can't remember if I've ever actually seen this before. Weyland Yutani Corporation, baby. Northern Landing, POC. So that's presumably that building we can see over there. I'll bring the extra truck down once we're clear, or if you can call for help. Cover from the tower. Did I mean that tower that's lit up over there, or that protruding mountain top up there, I wonder? Samson George, or is that Samson Kilgore? You've got the bridge. Dilla, Jock, Price, get the guns. So there's guns here. Or were they just talking about what's inside the building over there? These seem like plans, though, that maybe people were putting into effect for trying to escape this scary place. Is there anything in these boxes, by the way, that I can make use out of? It seems not. And we can't destroy the lore on the floor, can we? Oh, so that's the ammo they were referring to, was it? It's kind of easy to miss that, I think, so maybe we need to be more observant here, what do you say? And can I actually climb onto this machine here, I wonder? It would seem not. Just... thought I heard something then. Yeah, so we can't climb onto the truck there. Anything up here then, I wonder? Of intrigue? I guess not. We should have a gun out, shouldn't we? Our pulse rifle here. Given the uncertain circumstances we find ourselves in here. Yes, clearly we don't want to fall down there, do we? So yes, let's head on out of here. Across the bridge, the only way we can possibly go. Oh, I fell. The game cheated there, I think, since there was nowhere near falling. Okay, I've died, so let's... It's not going to start me right at the beginning of the level, is it? Without that was hardcore mode. Oh, and it does. I'm going to load again because of my OCD, by the way. Need to do it again because of my OCD. Okay, I'm going to do it fast this time. Because we know what to do, so it won't take me long to get back to where we were. Just need to hack through this broken door, like so.
Scout ahead, we'll cover you.
And have the door cave in behind us, like so. Get through this door. Try to ignore the horrors happening around us here. Come on, open up. Listen to that man on the toilet there.
There was an explosion.
Not gonna read the lore again or destroy the chairs again. So I think this is the door we use. Oh no, it's not. It's locked.
Understood. Fall back to the LZ. Harrison, if you can hear me, head for the POC and get the power online.
There's convicts, it seems, trying to escape the place. So I'm just gonna collect There's ammo over here, I think. And now we'll cross the bridge and try not to be cheated and fall to our deaths down that chasm. This isn't a good place to be, is it? That body behind me just vanished. Anyway, let's gingerly cross this bridge and hope it doesn't give way under us, eh? Because that'd be scary and most unfortunate. And now, here we are on the other side. So, tunnel access gate 1 is that way. To the southern landing pad, presumably. And the primary operations complex and the northern landing pad is this way. And as you might have gathered by now, baby dolls, this place is owned and operated by the Weyland Yutani Corporation. A highly sinister corporation indeed, willing to do anything for their own personal gain. No matter how many people end up losing their lives in the process. They are rather unscrupulous after all. When it comes to turning profits. I wonder if this was like a kind of distress signal that the escapees here had set up, trying to get attention from rescuers such as myself. I don't seem to get up here though. Will it hurt me, I wonder? Oh, it does. I suppose it makes sense that a distress signal or flare or whatever would be hot, doesn't it? So yes, I'm stupid and fire is bad. You see, often in games you can touch fire and it won't actually hurt you, but it does that in this game. So that's naturally something we need to be mindful of, isn't it, Sonny Jim? Not gonna risk getting too close to the chasm, by the way, not again. What was that? First I heard some kind of an impact sound or whatever. We're in a big, sprawling outdoor world here, aren't we? So I wonder if there's anyone actually on top of that tower, or maybe that one, or up there maybe, since that paper over there said there'd be someone on the tower watching the place, didn't it? And it made reference to those two people on the bridge who we saw get blown up as well, didn't it? Well, yes, can we get in this main door first, I wonder? No, it's not. We can't. It's locked. So we need to head the other way over there, apparently. By the way, this big spider's web on the floor doesn't have any supplies hidden in it, does it, maybe? No, it would seem not. And since fire is bad in this game, obviously I'm not going to be wanting to touch this truck, am I? I'll get too close to it for that matter. Can't see anyone up there on top of that tower. So yes, now we're heading for the primary operations complex in the northern landing pod. Or pad. Strange, see this metal flooring at the base of this tower here? listen to that disturbing predator clicking. So this is the man who was watching from above, the eye in the sky, making sure his compadres were safe. And his blood-red eyes are still staring at me even in death. But most disturbing indeed, and it should seem he maybe broke his legs upon impact with the floor. A shame. So, before I press on, let's see if there's anything at the base of this tower. On this hard metallic floor here, eh? Maybe there might even be a door into this tower, eh? Anything's a possibility in this day and age, baby dolls. When you're exploring strange alien planets and all. Oh yes, it would seem that isn't the case. So let's head on. The only way we can go, this way. But I heard something again. Getting a bit tired as well. Or I wanted to wait until it got dark before I started playing this for maximal atmosphere and immersion. Anything up here, I wonder? Kind of ignoring those occasional impact sounds, so I think I might be hearing now. Not gonna let myself be rattled by the atmosphere anymore. Oh. So was this the truck that the paper over there made note of? I wonder if it'll blow up if we shoot that fuel tank. No, I suppose not. So it seems like none of them have managed to escape after all, wouldn't it? Makes you wonder how they left that paper over there, though, if they hadn't yet tried to traverse this place, isn't it? And yeah, I'm not going to get too close to the edge of that chasm now. So yes, let's do what the only thing we can do, head on this way. And now we're getting to the point of the game where I haven't played in, that's again on for 10 years. So it's not, but does that count as semi-blind? As a semi-blind playthrough if I haven't played it for almost 10 years?
Major McCain, we've
Maybe
reached
not.
the southeast entrance. Doesn't look like anybody's home. Security systems are offline.
We're picking up some scattered energy sources. Probably emergency backups. Still no response on the emergency channel, sir.
Keep trying. Hall, proceed to the power core.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're airborne. Harrison, I hope to God you're still on track.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we've reached the top. Now let it appear. Anything up here of intrigue? Not that I can see at this moment in time. Don't want to fall down. Very eerie atmosphere, this place, isn't it? By the way, Sonny Jim. I like those slopey walls of these buildings, by the way. Most intriguing design, most intriguing structural design indeed, I feel. So as I guess that man who fell was at the top of one of these ridges, maybe. seeing if I can get up there and see the kind of view that he must have had before his most unpleasant tumble to the hard ground below. Good thing that Predator doesn't seem to be around anymore, isn't it, that we were hearing, by the way? Hey, we can climb quite far up these walls, can't we? Nothing in this big spider's web either, it'd seem. Yes, we have quite a remarkable view from up here, don't we? Kind of makes me feel like Batman up here, looking down upon Gotham City, but this isn't Gotham City, is it? This is a barren wasteland that we're at, this planet. That flashing light on that tower startled me. But it's a good sign that the communication towers are operational, isn't it? And now that we're at the walls of this, presumably this POC building, if that's indeed where it is. Wonder if that's the mountain that person fell from. It's tough to say in this day and age of duplicity and deception. Sonny Jim? Anything over here before we try to get inside the building? I suppose not. We're getting high up now, aren't we? Is there any notes around here? Because I remember there being notes here, I think. Main landing facility, population 1004. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore, does it? And even in these troubling times, I'm still a poet and I know it, baby dolls. More hanging victims hung out to dry. Now's not a good time to hang around, is it, really? In this sinister place, so say goodbye to your bodies, baby dolls. Ah, this is ammo, it'd appear. Pulse rifle bullets we have now. So, I do think I remember there being, yes, there's the notes that we can read here. Outside the landing facility, I think it is. November the 28th. Gate closes at 15 to sundown. You're not inside, you are on your own, baby. That's guards and comms, no exceptions. I play fair, baby. Blaney. So it sounds like this place was incredibly dangerous even when this place was more sparsely populated, doesn't it? Like people were afraid of being outside. I wonder why. Aside from those people being brutally killed that we just saw before. But anyway, let's head in through this door number 3, eh? Oh, and I forgot to read our mission briefing for this first level as well before we proceed. Weyland Yutani debriefing the incident. Appendix G, Major McCain's log. That's our Al Bundy lookalike commander, by the way. Hard landing. Am I going to try and impersonate his voice? Can't really remember very well what his voice sounded like. Hard landing. Dropship has sustained minor damage. Contact lost with Dropship 2 and White Team, bye-bye. We'll need the landing beacons online at Northern Landing before I'll feel safe enough to order Johnson Airborne again, bye-bye. That means Hall's team is headed to restore the power core, bye-bye. Blackwell's boys will make for the landing, bye-bye. There's just 3 of them, but Harrison's been lucky for me in the past, bye-bye. They call him Frosty for a reason, bye-bye. Cool under pressure, bye-bye, and that's why I like him. And yes, we are Frosty, and we're lucky this time. We are Harrison, after all. So, let's get our hacking device out and, open this door up, eh? Open her up. And now, we can head on in, and I remember this being a level change, I think. Yes. So now
Major, we're at the power core.
How's it look?
Okay. Duke is restarting the system.
Looks like the whole system was shut off. So once the main grid is online, we'll still have to reset the local relays to get the lights back on in each sector. When you finish there, find a landing bay and get the systems online so we can land this bird.
What about Harrison?
We have to assume he won't make it.
what? They aren't gonna leave me behind here, are they? If I'm not fast enough to catch up to them, will I be left behind in this terrifying place, or will I live up to my name and my reputation and get lucky and be reunited with my crew again, and my crewmates? Tune in next time, baby dolls. So, game's automatically saved, presumably. Well, we can find out next time, I suppose. So, until then, I'll, turn the game off. And see you next time, friends. Just, an hour, just before the hour passed. So, yeah. Bye, folks.